Yeah, I used to really like New Hampshire, but my dad kind of ruined it for me when I was a kid. June 22nd, 1992, I had a very traumatic experience in New Hampshire. We went to this place called Canopy Lake Park in Salem, New Hampshire, which is a very horrible place. It's terrible. We went on this ride that was called the Turkish Twist. I don't know if it's still called that because I'm fairly certain that is racist. But what it is it's like this big ride. It spins around, and you get pinned to the wall because of centrifugal force, and the floor drops out, and you're just floating over space. It's like a centrifuge for white trash, which I can say. It's all right, I can say that because I'm white. But the floor, it drops out, and it's made out of these like big steel girders with like Frankenstein neck bolts in it. And what my dad doesn't notice, and when we get on this ride, his pants get caught on one of the bolts, right? So the ride starts up, and the floor drops out, and my dad's pants just tear off, just gone. Like a Chippendale dancer, just right off his body, right? And once they start this ride, they cannot stop it. So we are all in this together, right? Everybody on this ride's lives are split into before this event and after this event, right? And it's my dad, so he's wearing tighty whities. So it's really like a worst case scenario at this point, right? But my dad is a modest man, so he attempts to cover himself up, but because of the G-forces involved, it's just this. Which is so much worse, because that's like he has planned this, it's going very well, he's happy about it, and he really wants everyone to focus on this area. So eventually the ride stops, and the floor comes back up, and his pants are just unsalvageable. Like, there's no way they can physically go back on his body, right? And it's not like they have pants in the Lost and Found they can give him. There's like shirts and jackets in there. If the guy from the park was like, hey man, grab a pair of pants out of Lost and Found, we find hundreds of pants all over the park every year, I'd be very concerned, but not terribly surprised. And so my suggestion at this point is we should probably leave, because it's difficult to enjoy yourself when your dad's not wearing pants, right? Like, he would have been fine, but I was a very conservative 12-year-old, so he's like, fine, we can leave. And I'm like, suggestion number 2, we should probably run, because you're not wearing pants. And he's like, no, if we run, we'll draw attention to this and everyone will notice. Just pretend like nothing is wrong. So my dad is waltzing through this park in his underwear. He's like, oh, that's a scary ride. Ooh, cotton candy. And the worst part was a grown man with no pants on is leading a 12-year-old boy out of an amusement park by the hand, and nobody said a thing. No one attempted to stop him in any way. They're all like, good for him. So I don't go to New Hampshire that much these days.